Hello everyone, it's teacher Omnia. How are you? Today's lesson is about the present perfect tense. Firstly, the present perfect tense consists of have or has plus the past participle form of the verb. I have seen their photos. She has lived abroad. Here there are two kinds of verbs. Regular verbs end with ed or d like live, and irregular verb see, which the past participle of see is seen. So I have seen, have plus the past participle of see, which is seen. Has lived, which is has plus the past participle of lived, which is lived. Have comes with I, you, they, we, or any plural nouns. Has comes with she, he, it, or any singular nouns. The contractions of I have, we have, we've, they have, they've, she has, she's, he has, his, it has, its. The uses of the present perfect is, firstly, actions or situations that happened at an unspecified time in the past. Here it means that we don't have to mention the time. Okay, I have been to Canada. My parents have returned from there. I haven't seen the Big Ben. She has not been to Brazil. You can say been or been. The second, here in all these examples, we don't mention the time. The second use, repeated actions at unspecified times in the past. Repeated. I have been to London twice, 3 times, 4 times. Paul hasn't traveled outside his country too many times. Let's move to the questions. We have two kinds of questions, yes or no and WH. Firstly, yes or no questions start with has or have. Okay, but here there is a note that ever, the adverb ever, is common in the present perfect tense yes or no question or WH question. Have you ever been to New York? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Has she ever seen the Empire State Building? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Haven't you ever seen the Eiffel Tower? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Let's move to the WH question. Have or has separates the question word from the sentence subject. As the first example, why have you come here? So have divided you, separate you from the question, the sentence subject. Okay, here, sorry, have here in the first question. Why have you come here? Have separate the question word from the subject. Okay, why have you come here? How many times have you been there? How much money have you spent? Where have you been? Why haven't you brought a map? There is an important note here, which is in the present perfect question with who or what as the subject, the word order is the same as in a statement. Statement means the sentence. Who has lived abroad? Ali has lived abroad. Who here is instead of Ali. Who hasn't taken any pictures? No one has. Okay. The last thing is the time expressions of the present perfect tense. I divided them to you into 3 time expressions: questions, affirmative, and negative. Firstly, questions. We have 3 time expression in the present perfect question. Okay. Firstly, ever. I told you before in this video that ever is an adverb, which means at any time, and it comes before the past participle. Have you ever been? Here, been is the past participle, so ever comes before it. Have you ever been to the British Museum? Number 2, already. Already means before now. It comes before the past participle or at the end of the question. Have you already been to the British Museum? Have you been to the British Museum already? 3, yet. Yet means up to now. It's usually placed at the end of the question. Have you visited the British Museum yet? The second time expression, affirmative statements or sentences. Here we have two, just and already or recently. Firstly, just. Just refers to the very recent past. It comes before the past participle. I have just visited that museum. Two, already and recently usually come before the past participle or at the end of the sentence. I have already visited that museum. I have visited that museum already. I have recently visited that museum. I have visited that museum recently. And also we have for and since. Later on, inshallah, we will talk about them. The last thing is the negative statements or the negative sentences. Here we have firstly never. Never means not at any time. It must come before the past participle. I have never visited that museum. Two, yet usually comes at the end of a negative statement or a negative sentence. I haven't visited that museum yet. Still. Still means up to now. Still comes before has or have. I still haven't visited that museum. At the end, this is an exercise you can do in order to know if you understand the lesson or not. It's a very easy one. Firstly, you have to read the sentences from 1 to 19 and then to put has or have in the or hasn't or haven't at the first space. Then to move to the verb between brackets and put it in the past participle tense, the past participle form of the verb, okay? Then you have to read the sentence again and match it with the pictures, okay? It's very easy. I can make the first one with you. The girl has or have. The girl is a singular noun, so it has just painted a portrait. The girl has just painted a portrait. So this would be the third picture from the right. The third picture from the right, okay? You have to complete it. Here are some verbs with the three forms of the verb. Of course, we are focused only on the past participle. So read, read, read. Bring, brought, brought. Do, did, done. Meet, met, met. Go, went, gone. Make, made, made. Spend, spent, spent. Take, took, taken. Teach, taught, taught. Catch, caught, caught. Okay? Have a nice day and thank you for listening.